Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and I review perfume. If you're new here, thank you for coming. And if you're returning, welcome back. If you clicked on the thumbnail, you're obviously curious. So today I'm going to listen, there are a million videos for clean girl aesthetic, clean girl perfume, clean girl, clean girl, clean girl. And all of a sudden I was like, but what are the dirty girls wearing? Like really, like what are the dirty girls wearing? So I started thinking about that and then I almost called it goth, but in no world can I don't know, can I pull off goth? I need a lot more black around my eyes. But we're gonna go with dirty girl. I don't know. The whole goth thing is definitely a subculture. Oh my God. I remember in junior high, there was this goth girl and her name was Carrie something, but she dressed like just one day she showed up head to toe black, ripped black jeans, like combat boots, ripped black sweater, eye makeup, and everyone called her Scary Carrie because she was kind of scary actually. I'm sure she was a sweet girl, but anyway, so this is for the dirty girls, whatever that means. If you're a dirty girl, you own it. You own it, girl. When I was younger, there was a lot more, I don't know, rules of like, I don't know, people would shame you for what you did, but now they don't. So you just do you, girl. And if you are sick of the clean girl aesthetic or you just want something different, this is for you. So the first one, I tried a sample. This has been out since 2019 and I wasn't interested at first, but I do really like Encens perfumes, surprisingly, even though I don't really talk about them that much. But this one is Encens Suave. So Suave Incense by Matiere, and this is exquisite. So this is an incense perfume with labdanum and vanilla. Is it vanilla? Yep, vanilla, benzoin, and coffee. I literally wore this last night. I went to the casino with my mom and my sister. So I was like, I'm going to the casino. I don't want to be a clean girl. I want to be a dirty girl. So I wore this. I love it. I love it. There's tons of that really deep, resinous, churchy perfume. If you grew up in the church, like I grew up Catholic, you know that smell, like on Easter weekend, the priest burns the incense and goes up and down the aisle. Like you definitely get a kickback to this or a flashback. This has insane longevity, a beautiful sillage. I would not overspray it or wear it in hot weather. But other than that, it's giving you an edge, girl. It's giving you an edge. It is very beautiful. It is very rich, luxurious, and I would say more of a fall winter. If you want to marry your perfume with the weather, it's probably not a summer perfume, but I wore it although I was inside. So love, love, love that one. The next one is the name and the bottle even give the vibe. This is the Queen and the Viper by Stéphane Humbert Lucas. His name is a mouthful. Oh my God. This is, I don't know, this is beautiful. This is a fruity, citrusy, ambery, resinous, I don't know, it has dates, it has orange, it has tobacco, it has, let me see, what else does it have? It has saffron, it has mint, there's black currant. I definitely get the black currant. And this almost reminded me of a totally different vibe, Sunshine Woman by Amouage. If you took that one and you added, I would say, saffron, tobacco, and incense, you would get this. So this is a very complex, beautifully blended perfume. It smells amazing. And my husband liked this on me, which really surprised me because he doesn't usually like complex kind of, like anything with tobacco or saffron, usually he shies away from, but I don't know. It's very, very beautiful. It definitely gives a vibe that's not clean girl. And yeah, I would check it out if you're interested. The next one is Oudgasm. Let me get the name right. Oudgasm Chocolate Oud 11 by Kayali. So this is part of their Oudgasm line that came out. Obviously there's oud in here. There's chocolate, cocoa, rum, incense. It is it's good. It's good, baby. It is a sweet, rich, sexy, dark girl, dirty girl oud. And it's not super oudy. I think the rum and the chocolate definitely overtake the oud, but man, this is gorgeous. This is from last year. Why am I not wearing this? This is really, really pretty and definitely will get you noticed vibes. Definitely. So, so beautiful. And a little dirty. A little dirty. The next one, the other Oudgasm is Café Oud. And this is an oud, like a rose oud with patchouli and vanilla, but it also has cappuccino. Oh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. So I definitely get the patchouli in here. You get the oud. There's geranium. But there's a definite coffee vibe here. Love, love, love. This is a beautiful one. And the dry down to this is so, so beautiful. It is very luxurious feeling. And it has a high quality feel to it that goes above and beyond. I mean, it's just, there's so many notes in here, but they're like layered with a beautiful vanilla that is just exquisite. The next one is, this is Il Padrino with the fuzzy brown. This is another one that has the rum thing going on. So this is an amaretto rum perfume. It has blackcurrant and vanilla, benzoin. Wow. This is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So if you were interested in Oudgasm, where do you go? Oudgasm chocolate, but you're like, I'm not into the oud, try this one. It is rich and warm and very rummy with fruit. It's ambery, it has benzoin. It is absolutely beautiful. This is just mystery in a bottle. It's mysterious, dirty girl. Absolutely love this one. So, so, so pretty. So pretty. The next one is so unique, and I bought this one because of Danielle from my perfume journal, and it's one of those ones that you can never quite figure out. It is Stash by SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker, the actress. So it's a woody perfume with, so it has Messoa wood, olibanum, it has pistachio, cedar, black pepper, sage. So like, it's just so unique. There is no other perfume that smells like this. It has a real warm wood vibe to it with, I don't know, with a lot of aromatics, but they're not the normal aromatics. Like often you get like lavender, or I don't know, sometimes sometimes there's like in woody perfumes, there's like rosemary or basil, and it just comes off very masculine to me. But like this has sage and patchouli, and it has a grapefruit note. I don't know if I could pick out the grapefruit, but it has such a warm, woody smell to it. It is dark girl, it's dirty girl. It smells amazing. It's one of those ones that you just, every time I smell it, it's like, whoa, oh, like, yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful. Absolutely love that one. The next one is for your Parisian dirty girl. This is Paris Patchouli. This has, so it starts with aldehyde and iris and ends with patchouli, ambergris, and vanilla. This is a beautiful, beautiful patchouli. It's strong. It is a strong patchouli, but it's not a stinky patchouli. It's definitely smooth, warm, creamy. It's said to have been inspired by like Parisian women sitting in a cafe in Paris, you know, smoking and watching the world go by. And I can see that. It has that, like, I don't know, edgy girl vibe to it, right? Like a lot of girls are smelling very clean or very floral or very fruity. This is a serious girl. I don't know. It's gorgeous. It's really, really amazing. And I don't know, I didn't used to like patchouli, and now I have a whole bottle called Patchouli Paris. So see how things can change for you if you, I find my tastes are really like evolving, and like stuff that I used to be drawn to, it's not happening before anymore, and I'm like craving different things. I don't know, much darker, much more unique and heavy hitting fragrances. I mean, along with the clean girl, but you know, sometimes. So the other one, everyone knows this. This is Christian Louboutin Fétiche La Rose, cherry rose with ginger and black pepper. This is dark, baby. You can do cherry rose and make it like an Ariana Grande kind of light, airy, fluffy, sweet, you know, maraschino on a cloud kind of vibe. This isn't that cherry rose. This is a darker, more sensual, this is a womanly, beautiful perfume that smells amazing. It really, really does. The pepper and the ginger just give it a zippiness, a pop. I love rose, so there's no problem there. I love cherry perfumes, so it goes for it. And even if the notes may say fun, youthful, the smell does not, and the bottle certainly does not. So there you go. Fétiche La Rose. The next one is a vanilla, but it is a dark, sexy vanilla. Even the name, Mon Boudoir. This is an amber balsamic vanilla with lots of benzoin and ambergris. It's warm. It's there's a good dose of myrrh in here. Like that is the vibe you're getting. So opening is pink pepper, bergamot, and ginger. Then you have patchouli, rose, orris, ylang ylang, violet, jasmine, geranium, lots of things. In the base, vanilla, benzoin, ambergris, myrrh, opoponax, sandalwood, musk, ambroxan, and vetiver. But overall, it is like an ambroxan, ambery, myrrh, vanilla with a floral undertone. So, so, so beautiful. Love this one. It is it's a serious perfume, and it definitely gives serious, look at me, take me seriously. I'm not a clean girl aesthetic. I got something else to offer. And yeah, that's a wonderful one. And lastly, you know I have to get a Chanel in almost all of my videos. This is Coromandel, another ambery, patchouli, white chocolate. Woo, beautiful perfume that is bold and daring, but also comforting and smooth. I think maybe the bold and daring comes in. There's like incense and amber and benzoin, but there's also like white chocolate and musk and rose, and it's very creamy, and the dry down is to die for. To die for. So yeah, dirty girls, go buy it. Absolutely beautiful Coromandel by Chanel. So I hope you like that, and I hope you didn't take offense to that. I don't know, I try to be a little bit creative when I do my videos. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and give me a dirty girl emoji, whatever you think that is. That would be fun. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Take care. Bye.